What is up everybody, this is Yudi and welcome to another video. In this video we are going to talk about spring versus fall. As you can tell from the title, which one should you choose, what is my opinion and why. Let's get started. Before we start getting into details of fall versus spring, which one should you choose and why you should choose, I am telling you right away, this is my opinion based on the facts which I have learned through 5 years, based on the experience I have gained through 5 years. Totally based on that. You might have different opinion, different choices, you might have different people telling different things. That's totally okay and you can choose to do what you prefer. This is totally based on my opinion. So spring versus fall, which one do I prefer? I prefer fall, and again this is based on my experience of last 5 years and facts which I have seen through last 5 years. So I know there are many YouTubers who have talked about fall versus spring and they have given many advantages and disadvantages. Follow that. But here's my biggest reason to choose fall over spring. One big disadvantage of spring is H-1B visa, losing one opportunity to file for H-1B visa. Here's why. So let's say you came in spring 2020, you will graduate most likely in spring 2022, December spring 2022. Now, best case, you have a job lined up already, you have already prepared, and your job starts on January 2nd, because that's what majority of company will do. They will let you start on January 2nd, and that's great that you have job lined up and you start your first day on January 2nd. Now here's the scenario. Most of the companies, reputed companies, start their H-1B process in February, and they file your application on April 1st. That's when the beginning of application starts. Some companies will be okay to start their application in March and still file it on April 1st. But I think most reputed companies who have best lawyers and lawyer teams, then they will start your application in February. They'll start collecting data and gathering documents in February, and then they will prepare your application in March and file it on April 1st. So imagine your first day is January 2nd. February is when lawyers start contacting employees. What happens is that you have almost 30 days to convince, maybe 45 days to convince your boss that, hey boss, can you file my H-1B visa? I've only been here only 30 to 45 days. You know my work, you know how hardworking I am. Can you file H-1B visa, which will cost you at least $15,000 to $20,000? Now the cost of H-1B visa is $5,000, but lawyer fees is way expensive, and that's probably from $10,000, $20,000, $50,000 depending on which lawyers you hire. I will talk about all this in a separate video, but stick with me. You graduated in December 2022, your job starts on January 2nd, you have 45 days to convince your boss to file H-1B, which is going to be expensive, and most likely some companies will straight away say no. Some companies will say will think about it. Some companies will say yes, but it's very risky and it's not worth it. I mean, you are gonna lose one opportunity to file for H-1B visa, and you might be lucky and your company will be okay and they will file for your visa. That's great. So let's say 100 students came in spring 2020, your batch, and out of 100, maybe 10 or 15 will be lucky, but 85 of you will not be lucky, and that's why I am concerned for you guys. So that's why I prefer fall over spring. Now what happens in fall? If you came in fall 2019 and you will graduate in fall 2021, which is May 2021. So best case, you have a job on June 1st. Now you have from June until February, which is almost 8 to 9 months to convince your boss to file for H-1B, which is way much more bigger probability and chances to get approved from your boss and also file for H-1B visa. So again, my whole opinion is based on that one opportunity that you will get to file for H-1B visa will be missed, which means you only now have 2 opportunities. So now if you have already planned for spring 2019 or spring 2020, don't start to freak out. There is a way around this, and that's the advantage and benefits of spring semester. what happens with spring semester is you get 2 opportunities to apply for summer internship, whereas fall only have 1 opportunity. So in that case, you have higher chances to convert your summer internship into full-time job offer. And also that full-time offer, you can convince your boss to file your H-1B while you are actually studying, and convincing them that, hey, I'm gonna need sponsorship, will you be sponsoring my visa? You know me, I've been interning here. That's how you convince your boss and get your H-1B filed, even though you graduated in December 2022 or in spring. And let me tell you, I graduated in December. I came in fall, but I graduated in spring because I took 1 extra semester for extra classes, and I had summer internship which converted into part-time job, which converted into full-time offer. And in my full-time interview, I asked them if they were gonna file my H-1B visa because I'm gonna need that sponsorship. They said yes, and that's how I accepted that offer. So be smart, be wise when you're choosing your summer internship, choosing your full-time. Ask those questions before even you select your job offers. You might have couple job offers, and that should be your decision based on that. Some companies will file and some companies won't file. So I hope this helps you choose spring versus fall. Again, if you have chosen spring already, don't start to freak out. There are many ways to overcome this whole situation. I'm gonna make a video on CPT, and that's where you can use that CPT to convert the spring semester into your advantage. So wait for that one. If you have any questions or doubts, DM me on Instagram, connect with me on Instagram so we can clear your personal questions. Also, please let me know what videos should I make next. I love your suggestions. I jump on it, and I love to make videos which you guys want to watch. Also, you know the drill. Until our next episode, keep smiling and keep hustling.